What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and this time I'm in Rockwell, which is in a little section in Makati in Metro Manila in the Philippines. And I've never been in this area over here. It's kind of like a little mini BGC, but it's pretty nice to develop. They even have a mall here, Powerplant Mall, so I'm probably just gonna wander around. Another thing they do is they do it mostly like in the Christmas season. They lit up the entire buildings with a yellow color, so it looks pretty dope. But I'm gonna walk around the area to see what can I find and explore. So without further ado, join me. So I'm gonna start by walking around this area over here. One thing I'm noticing is the trees, it has a lot of beautiful palm trees and greeneries. Then I see some high-rise buildings over that way. So condos, and I know there's a lot of foreigners out here too, so let's see what can I find. It's just probably like a private condo out here. I like the entrance, it looks, pretty beautiful. This is the other side here, you can get a view. Really love the buildings, they're pretty nice. So I'm gonna go down this way to see what's going on, It kind of gives me like a little vibe of Eastwood City. Then you got like outdoor dinings like this. That's the main mall over there, the Powerplant Mall, which is really cool. And I think in the evenings and the nighttime, this is pretty chill. So they got restaurants over here that are pretty cool. And look at this, how tall the skyscrapers are with the beautiful palm trees. And thank God today the weather is a little bit more stable. Like it's being hot for the past few days, but a good thing that I like about the Philippines, mostly in the evenings, it literally drops down the temperature, so it feels, really pleasant. I'll take this over a 40 degree weather in New York. But yeah, really nice. And this is the Powerplant Mall. I haven't been in there yet, but we'll do it at the end for the grand finale. But now let's keep going over this way to see what else can we find. Like I say, it's not really like a big district. Then we got more condos over this way. I don't think there's anything towards my left, but let me just take a peek. Then there should be a river over there, and then that's like another high-rise building, which is pretty nice. Let me just walk around here to see what can I find. I'm just gonna turn back and go probably around the mall and around the condos to see what is happening. One thing I like about districts like this in the Philippines is that they have, security guards. Some of them, they're armed, with shotguns. So that way it proves the safety out here. And there's more over here. I see an overpassage. Then I'm gonna see what's happening towards my right side. I like the design of this building. It's like it's, high skyscraper, but it has like that tropical vibe. And look at this buildings over here, they're pretty nice. Like I said in my previous video, Metro Manila has a lot of central business districts. So you just gotta study and figure out which one you wanna check it out. It's much better if you check out all the central districts. It just keeps going, super chill over here. Then not too far from here is another area that's called Poblacion, which is also part of Makati, and they have like a nice nightlife. I've been there once. There's actually a good diner, filling station, and they have more to my left side. I want to cross the other side. Oh, over here looks nice. They even have a yard. But I want to go that way to see a little bit of what's going on. But there's a light over here, so I feel like it's probably safer for me to cross this way. Then we're gonna turn back and show you this area. They have like a little backyard over here with trees and everything. Look at all the trees. This is kind of like part of the area of Powerplant Mall. And then this is the area where I can cross safely with the lights and everything, and you can see how tall the buildings are. And more going on over here. This is actually lovely. I like it. And look at this modern skyscrapers over here. They're pretty cool. And you can see securities, they even help people to cross the street. And then you see this high-rise building. I want to see what's out here. Probably not much. But the way I was designed, like this central business district, it looks like it's kind of semi-private. It's actually really cool, And it's part of Makati. Makati is actually probably like the main central business district in Metro Manila. The financial hub with the main avenue, Ayala Avenue, and a lot of stores and stuff. And here you see, you got like more apartment complex. And I'm pretty sure they got like their own parking lot over here. I think there's a way I can walk to the other side ahead of me and then just turn back. The only way to figure it out is just by walking there and exploring and discovering the area. Once you head outside of Rockwell, this is what you get. Like a little bit of a semi-contrast. But I'm gonna make it towards the other side to see if I can get in and show you what's going on. I like how they preserve it with a lot of trees here. You know, trees can actually really help with the weather and the temperature, so you know, it's something that's actually really cool. So after many times I've been here in the Philippines, like I say, this is actually the first time I explored Rockwell. I've been trying to, and finally it came. Like I said, I think in the nighttime is actually even nicer, this district. And now let's just make a left to see what's going on in the street. And then I'll show you like the patio that I saw in Powerplant Mall. Then ahead of me, there's a bridge. If you go over that way, you'll see the whole like skyline. And now let's make it over here to see what's going on. This is actually pretty nice, the buildings. It was literally a city within a city. They got a couple of restaurants out there to eat. And you see the buildings over there that's going on. So, and this is also like part of the Powerplant Mall. Like I think in the inside is probably bigger than what you see in the outside. I'm gonna try to see if I can cross over here. There's no lights, but I think if you cross, you know, people will be polite and they'll stop. I just want to show you like the yard that I see over here. And you see it says Powerplant Mall over there and the buildings. Okay, I'm gonna do what the people do. Just gonna push it right here. And then I want to show you the yard over here in Powerplant. And this is the suites over here. I tell you, wow, this weather's actually pretty nice. Like the breeze and everything, it makes it actually, you know, pretty comfortable. But let me just show you like this yard over here, this patio. Over here we got like a yard. Wow, it's nice. Then people can just come and chill. Hello. People can just come and chill out here. Oh, they're playing guitar and everything. Nice. Got the workers maintaining the area. And this is one of the entrances of Powerplant Mall. But I'm gonna walk around to see what's going on. This is actually pretty dope. I like it. I think in the nighttime, like I say, it's probably even nicer. I think like Metro Manila needs more of this. Like it needs more greenery areas to surround with the skyscrapers. And then, you know, it can help out, make a really wonderful city. Now I'm gonna make it in the other side of Powerplant because I think there's probably some outdoor sitting area. Based on what I've seen online, you know, this is my first time seeing it in person. But gonna make a detour over here to see what can I find. You know, I think it's gonna be actually pretty cool. This is what you get ahead of me. Well-paved sidewalks. They even have valet service. Gotta tell you, I mean, I've been to many districts in Metro Manila, but this is probably the district where I've seen the most foreigners. Wow. Besides BGC too, so now let's make a little ride over here to see what can we find. Got this beautiful high-rise buildings. Gonna make it towards this way. And I think over here is where they should have the outdoor area of Powerplant. Wow, I really love the street covered with the palm trees. Usually we call it like the tree line street. Really different from what I show you when I'm in New Jersey and New York. Yeah, this is actually lovely over here. And then this is part of the mall. But let's see what's going on. Right now it's quiet, it's not really like that busy. So they got like all the outdoor area here, you know, where people can just hang out, chill, have their drinks. I see people out there, you know, sitting and stuff. So you see how nice this entrance is. Wow. Pretty spacious and wide, and a lot of security happening over here. I'm gonna go on the other side and enter the mall to see what's going on in there. And we got more outdoor sitting area, people eating food and stuff like that. So it's actually really cool. So far, like I say, it's not really a big central business district, but I like it so far. I like the way how it's designed, how organized it is, you know, how impeccable it is, and the way that it has a lot of trees. That really helps out, you know, with the neighborhood to make it look pretty nice. But now let's go inside the mall to see how it looks like. So this is what the mall looks like. Pretty simple design, but it's actually pretty gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 stories. Then I think there's like a food court in the bottom. Like I said, the malls in America are literally dying, but let me just show you like a better view over here. You get like a full view. And the fruit court over there, yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, I gotta say, it's kind of like a nice, fancy looking mall. And they got tons of those all over the Philippines and a lot of countries in Asia. So, like I said, the malls in America are literally, but here, it's a place to be, and they're well organized and a good spot to hang out. So I made it out here, Rockwell Drive. If you're gonna walk all the way to Poblacion, it looks close on the map, but I'm not sure how far it is. But the weather's perfect for walking, so I'm gonna go over there and see if I can find some spot to eat. You know, because this is kind of like bordering with Poblacion, which is a district also in Makati. But so far it was really nice walking around the Rockwell district, you know, really nice looking section out here in the metro. This over here is Rockwell Drive, and you can see the road. It's kind of private, and this over here is like a residential area. I think it's a super wealthy area too. They got like some nice mansions and houses inside there. Forbes Park is not far from here either. Like I said, I'm gonna see where this takes me through. I mean, there's like a gated community over there ahead of me. But yeah, pretty nice area. And there you see what I say. See, it's only private and gated community. So now we're gonna go ahead. So over here's the skyscrapers on Makati, and I already start seeing all the lights of the excitement of Poblacion. You see how the street changes over here, but I like how it looks. Not sure if you can see it clearly because it's nighttime out here. But if you go ahead, you're gonna see the streets literally lit up with the lights and everything. They got a couple of food options out here. There should be more ahead. The name of this avenue over here is Calayan Avenue. And this is connected with P. Burgos Street, which is like the main strip in Poblacion. I filmed there in the nighttime, but it's literally the red light district in Manila. So I think I'm only gonna film when I make it to the restaurant. And here you see like the lights are like really beautiful out here. A nasty traffic jam. I forgot that today is Saturday night, so it makes sense why there's gonna be a crazy traffic jam out here. So I'm just figuring when I head back to where I'm staying, probably gonna get caught in the traffic, because this is Poblacion, the party area. So it seems like every street has something going on over here. It's like a gate area, then I have like a club area. So I discovered they got a couple of streets out there with, wow. Didn't knew, you know, I didn't knew they had like some streets closed and then all the lights. This is P. Burgos Street, the main strip over there with all the business district and a lot of restaurants out there. And then they got like a couple of spots happening over here, so you know. And they got a lot of bars and stuff, you know, if you're into that. But I think this is like the main attraction of Burgos Street, filling station, a diner that's open 24 hours. I'll be inside, it's actually really cool. I think I might just eat here. You know. It's a really cool spot for you to hang out and open up 24 hours. So I guess if you're hanging out here and you hang over, then go inside there. Yeah, let's bring Dad over here. I think that's a Cuban spot. And this is the inside over here. This is actually really dope. They really put an effort in all the decorations out here. Wow. This is literally just the entrance. Then I want to show you ahead of me. And they got this here. That's pretty dope. Nice. Yeah, oops. This is actually dope. And Spider-Man. And a motorbike. Wow, cool. This is actually a really cool diner they have over here, you know. Like I like the way how they creative, you know, like the Elvis Presley vibes and stuff like that. And then you got like the menu over here that's pretty big. I don't know if you can see it clearly. And they serve everything, American food, Filipino food, you know, breakfast 24/7. Pretty much what you get in an American diner back in the States. I live in the state of New Jersey, which has the most diners in the whole United States, so it feels a little bit like home over here. So I even forgot to film the damn food, you know. Like I was hungry, but hey, it was really good. There was like a music out loud playing, but the food was really good, and I'm really full out here, and this is the district out here in Burgos Street and Makati. So I'm gonna wrap up my video over here, walking around Rockwell and over here in Poblacion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.